If you want to learn how to trade just like me, join the community, click the private Discord link, sign up through this membership level, and you will gain access to weekly group mentorship calls for free. Yesterday's video was titled "This breakout is massive, $50 soon," and that was simply because we started the process of breaking through this golden pocket that creates the reversal wave and is actually invalidating further downside. Because really and truly, when we're using Fibonacci's, you're finding a wave up or down, and then you're placing the fibs on that initial move to find where it pulls back to, and that will be the golden pocket. So we would assume price pulls back to here and then continues higher. Equally, a wave down, price will pull back to around here and then continue lower. So this is what we're trying to find. However, we also know that these can get invalidated. You can come to the golden pocket, climb above it, and this is called the reversal wave, and then we're on a different path. Equally on the other side over here, you're expecting this move down and then continuation, but you could lose this key level of support, flip into resistance, and now you're on a different path. The Fibonacci's is one of the hardest things that for me to get my head around when I started over 5 years ago. So if that's something that's still the case for you guys, if you want to take action on my education, I go through it all. There's over like an hour of content just specifically on Fibonacci's in my course. Again, that's one of the things that a lot of my students did struggle with at the beginning. It was something that I did, so I know that's the hardest thing to work on and to master, and there's 2 ways of using them. So just use the links down below if you are interested. Now we need to look at this key area over here, because what I just explained is what we're seeing right now. Now, of course, I measured this wave down. Remember the example over here. If I'm going to use the fibs on a wave down, I'm expecting a pullback up and then continuation lower like that. But we can go ahead and invalidate it by pushing through this area and flipping it support. That's essentially what's happening now, guys. Can you see we're pushing through this area? This is the golden pocket right now. So we're trying to change this path from a downward scenario to an uptrend essentially. So let's go through that right now. Make sure if you haven't already to like, subscribe, comment and share for the daily free valuable content, and yeah, share it if you can as well. Now what we saw over here, push down, exhaustion, continuation. We actually got the dump, but we failed to actually close beneath the lowest point, and with that you're not actually putting in the new low for continuation. Now we did it within one candle, but when we got down here there was a lot of weakness in the bears. The bulls stepped in from this location and closed price here, and then the next candle actually attempting to break out of the resistance. Now because we of course rejected it at first, felt it as resistance, we didn't push through it initially. That's why you get a rejection, but as long as this low holds, we're going to eventually push through, and that's what we did in yesterday's daily candle. So an incredible day yesterday with a 16% move, and we were actually calling this ever since this move to the downside. For those reasons explained previously, we're meant to get downtrend continuation. We did with the wick, but not with the bodies. And so you'd actually call this a double bottom. And then you need to break the neckline to validate this pattern. And we've gone ahead and done so. And we're just simply today coming back for it as support. You can see that at first we pumped to the 1 fib level and then back down to the golden pocket. It's actually quite easy for me to explain to you guys. We're trapped between these 2 price points, $40 and $44, or let's say $45. And we're just simply waiting. Whether it breaks down, there are so many key levels of support. Remember, we need to lose this low over here, $34.18. And without that happening, even if we start dumping towards that location, we'll still be given a chance to reclaim this level and this level for the continuation to our $50 target, as you've seen over the past few weeks or month. And then also that $90 or $89 or $88 target out of the inverse head and shoulders. Make sure you tune into yesterday's update if you're not aware, if you're new around here, about that 900% move that we're well underway on. Now, if I go over to the 4-hour time frame, let's see if we, yeah, there we go. We have the 200 EMA over here. So although during that day, we did actually lose the support, it was for the end of that daily candle, which we of course held it. But in that process, when we scale down to the 4-hour time frame, we're going to see many more candles, not as condensed as the daily. And so we see that the 200 EMA, the bottom of our uptrend, was confirmed as support. And so with that being the case, we're just putting in that new higher low and then the higher high that will eventually take out this high. Now we can see already with the wicks and the bodies, we've put in that new higher high. However, we are still trapped between the 1 fib level and the golden pocket, simply because we need a body that closes. You see this point over here? It needs to be above the 1 fib level, and only then will we head to our $50 target, and that's so very close. So that's why might be that we will be talking about this $88, $89, $90 target very soon. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you don't forget to support the channel. It's free. Like, subscribe, comment, and share so we can hit 8K before the end of this month. If you want to get educated, again, I have multiple things in place. Maybe the one-to-one mentorship plan suits you the most. That's the best option because you get so many things. Not only do you get 3, 5, or 10 hours of my one-to-one help, so to, of course, master everything, and we won't move on to another subject till you completely get it. You're also going to get my 6-hour-long course included in that. So once these lessons are finished with myself, you have that to fall back on. You have all the notes there for you guys, and you can always revert back to those videos, which are 6 hours long. There's over 30 plus in there, and over an hour long content on just the Fibonacci's. You're not only going to get the course and the mentorship, but also 2 months free in my Discord community. And with that, we will do 8 group mentorship calls. So on top of your 3, 5, and 10 hours and the course, you may also get 8 hours of group mentorship on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can just join the chat anyway. You can just get the course anyway. I've also got an ebook, so just use the links down below and private message me over on Twitter or head straight to the website. Cheers everyone, have a good day. I've got a whole bunch of educational content, and over here on the website you can see loads of other people taking action recently. If you want to get educated, simply scroll underneath the video, click take action or Linktree, and click the option that you want to read more about, or private message me on Twitter. Let's start off with the ebook. This is where you can take action on my ebook, teaches the exact strategy. Head over to the membership level if you want to become a Discord channel member, where you have access to 2 weekly group mentorship calls, or if you want to take action on my 6-hour long pre-recorded course, there's an offer here, and you do get Discord chat for 2 months totally free. Here is my beginner one-to-one mentorship plan, which includes 3 hours of my one-to-one help, the course, and 2 months free in the chat. And there are some other plans here for 5 or 10 hours of my one-to-one help. Use the links down below to private message me on Twitter, or head straight to the website using one of these links to take action. Cheers.